Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to be an honorable judges. Has anybody here ever felt like your heart skipped a beat when you realized your phone wasn't in your pocket? Or like, have you ever scrolled through a social media at the midnight, feeling like your chest tightened as everyone else's life seems infinitely better than yours? If you have, you're not alone. And today, I want to tell you why these feelings matter modality. But before coming to the speech, hello everybody, my name is Faishal Muflih and I was from University State of Surabaya. Enjoy watching. Ladies and gentlemen, last Tuesday night, I sat at my desk, staring at a blank page. I had an assignment to the next morning, but my eyes kept drifting to my phone. 3 minutes on Instagram, I packed to the assignment, and then 5 minutes on TikTok, I packed to the blank page, and then some notification sounded from my phone. Someone posted photos from a campus even I didn't attend it. And suddenly, the assignment didn't matter anymore. What mattered was that everyone seems to be having the times of their life while I was alone in my room, feeling like I was missing out on everything. By 2 a.m., I had scrolled hundreds of posts and watched thousands of stories. But I just still read only 2 sentences for my assignment that I need to submit in the morning. Really, I felt so anxious, exhausted, and strangely empty. This wasn't productivity. This wasn't even entertainment. This was something else entirely, something that I learned had the name FOMO. Fear of missing out. But FOMO is just one phase of the larger mental health crisis quietly consuming our generation. And today we're gonna talk about homophobia. FOMO are the constellations of modern mental challenges that are reshaping on how we think, feel, and access in a hyper-connected world. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, we need to start with nomophobia. No mobile phone phobia. A study journal Behavior Addiction found that 53% of mobile phone users experience anxiety when separated from their phone. Our phone have become extensions of ourselves that holding our memorized social life, identities, and connection. When we lose the access, we don't just lose a device, we lose a part of ourselves. And then there's a FOMO, probably the most universal anxiety in our generation. Social media has given us unprecedented window into other people's life. We see their vacations, their achievements, their relationships, and their perfect moments. And all of this curated, filtered, and posted for the world to admire. And somewhere in the endless scroll, we start to feel that our own life are inadequate. The mathematics of FOMO is so heartless, guys. If you have 300 friends on social media and each of them post a highlight per week, it means you're exposed to 300 moments of apparent happiness, success, and excitement every single week. Your brain doesn't register that these are highlights, but only sees that everyone seems to be having a better life than you. But here's what makes FOMO particularly insidious. It doesn't just make us feel bad about the missing out, but it fundamentally changes on how we experience the moment we're actually in. We take an example, we go to the event, not to enjoy them, but to document them. We take photos not to preserve memories, but just to prove that we were there. Ladies and gentlemen, before I close this speech, let me be clear. I don't want to end this speech with despair. Awareness is the first step toward change. We need to rebuild our connection with technology, but it doesn't mean abandoning our phone or like deleting social media, no. It means creating boundaries. It means having a phone-free hours, curating feeds that inspire us rather than depress us, and remembering every highlights on social media are the full story of anyone's life. The screen in your pocket is not your enemy, but it's not your life either. Your life is what happens when you look up from the screen. We can support each other in pulling love that are results in like and follower, but in genuine connection, purpose, and presence. Thank you very much.